Hello everybody, it's Mike again, and today I'm going to talk about mental groove or mental grooving. What is mental grooving? What does being in a mental groove mean? And how does that benefit you? So let's go back to the last video I did, and we talked about present tense affirmations. For example, if your goal was to weigh 150 pounds or less, the way to help yourself get there, along with your physical routine, is while you're doing your physical routine, you would repeat to yourself the present tense affirmation that relates to your goal, such as I am enjoying being at my perfect weight goal of 150 pounds or less, or I am enjoying being at my perfect weight of less than 150 pounds at all times and in all situations. I am enjoying being at my perfect weight of less than 150 pounds at all times and in all situations. You repeat that to yourself over and over and over while you're doing your fitness routine. And it's a form of focus, really. So you would do that every day or when you're doing your fitness program. And over time, it carves out a mental groove. The affirmation becomes easier to suggest yourself. It penetrates your subconscious mind, which is where real change can happen. But in order to get to the subconscious mind, you have to use repetition, and you have to have a form of a distraction of the conscious mind so that the suggestion will take hold on the subconscious. So you wouldn't want to change up your affirmation. You want to stick to your affirmation once you get it perfected the way you want to say it. And just like I was at the beginning of this video, kind of tinkering with what words to use, you get the point. You want to kind of experiment to get the right phrasing down, the right words. You want to refrain from putting any limits on there, like I am enjoying my perfect weight of 150 pounds. You don't want to limit yourself. You want to give yourself room. I am enjoying my perfect weight of less than 150 pounds at all times in all situations. So you want it to be an ongoing thing. You don't want it to just get achieved and then stop. And I think that's where goal setting can trip you up, because you arbitrarily put a limit on whatever your goal is, and then it's over. So that's where people that focus on losing a certain amount of weight might say, I am enjoying losing 50 pounds. Well, once you've lost the 50 pounds, then what? You want to get into a maintaining type of scenario. So you want to word it in terms of, I am enjoying being at my ideal weight of less than 150 pounds at all times and in all situations. So there's no limits. It's open-ended. It's ongoing. So that's just something to think about there. But the point is, you're going to create a mental groove after so many weeks of this. It gets better. It gets easier. The affirmations take hold. And then your goal starts to become reality. But you got to stick with it, just like the fitness program, the walking, or whatever you're doing. You have to stay with it. 60 days is a good rule of thumb, not only for the physical routine, but for the mental programming. And you're going to keep doing it. And you're going to keep at it. And you're going to use repetition to bust down all of the obstacles that are in your way, so you can achieve the outcome you're trying to achieve. Okay? You stay with it. And this mental groove, I call it mental grooving. I'm mental grooving. When I'm walking and I'm not making a video, I'm mental grooving. I'm working on what I'm working on. Okay? And I'm telling you, folks, don't believe me, just try it. You know, and maybe after a week or so of running your programming, your affirmation, you might realize you need to change it a little bit. Fine. But keep with the main focus of what you're trying to achieve. Don't work on weight loss and then a week later change to I'm looking for a job, and then change a week later to money related. Stick on what it is that's your main focus, so that you can have the mental grooving kick in for you and take you to that destination. And here's the thing, we talked about it before. You were given a brain. It's a master computer. Turn the noise off. Turn the news off. You know, I watched the news the other night. I mean, the pattern's the same on every news. They start off with the fear and the killing and the, you know, the expose, and then the weather's terrible. They're going to blow the world up. Blah, blah, blah. All these bad stories. And then they always end with some little positive nugget. But that positive nugget is nowhere near enough to overcome the negativity that they spent the first 25 minutes programming you with, or whatever it is, with the ads for the various drugs for all these weird ailments that supposedly these drugs fix from the drug companies. Those days are over, okay? You can read about it, but don't spend too much time. Focus on your program. Focus on you. That's what's going to get you to where you want to be. Yes, can people help you get to your destination? Yes, they can. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you. And you're more apt to run into people that are going to help you along if you're focused on the positive outcome and working towards it by the actions that you take. So I call it mental grooving. You get into a mental groove. You get into a physical groove. Physical groove is, once you pass the 60 days, it becomes a habit. So now you're looking for reasons to go do your fitness routine or walking, instead of having to struggle to overcome the resistance of not wanting to do it. Because you spent so many years not doing anything, there's a resistance there. And the subconscious was programmed for you to be lazy and you not to do it, and you can't do it. And then you throw in all the other propaganda coming at you through the TV and the internet. And, you know, you're looking at a considerable amount of baggage there to overcome. But the good news is it's not that hard. You can change your entire life in 60 days. And you can make it through 60 days. You may have to try a few times to get it to work, but if you do, stick with it, and you get through your 60 days, your whole life can change. We have success stories. I'm a success story. Forget me. We have other success stories that are coming in, and more people that know of this program are trying it. And some of these people I know personally, and we talked about one subscriber. He's past 60 days. He's lost, I don't know, 60 something pounds. Looks like a totally different person. He's still on his nutrition program. And the one component he wanted to add was a home fitness gym. He put the gym in, and now he's doing the fitness on the gym to complement the nutrition. Because when you lose that much weight, you lose a lot of muscle mass, or so he says, which I believe is true. So he's following through on his program. He's improving his program. It's working. He has the proof. He's a changed person. He has more confidence. He has more belief in himself. He's proven to himself he can do it. Is he cocky? No. It's about humility. Oh my gosh, I really can change. It's inner confidence. It's knowing. Okay? It's knowing what you are capable of. And it seems as if most things are designed in society today to keep you enslaved, to keep you feeling like a victim, keep you in debt, to keep you scared, to keep you in fear of losing your job, fear of not making the payments, fear of the end of the world coming, fear of being a bad person because you did X, Y, and Z. All these things are designed to keep you downtrodden. And that's why I started this, is to help overcome all that. I wish I had been able to articulate this years ago, but it is what it is, and we're doing it now, and it's working. So we're going to stay at it. Hopefully you will give it a shot and start creating your mental groove and your physical groove, and start taking action and start showing yourself and the rest of us what you're capable of. It's not about an ego thing. It's about just taking actions, appreciating the brain and the body God gave you, to put it to use so you can become a better version of you, which helps all of us. If we become better versions of ourselves, you're going to be a better friend, you're going to be a better spouse, you're going to be a better mom or dad, you're going to be a better employee to your employer and your coworkers and your customers. It's just all around good for everybody. So turn the crap off, turn the TV off, turn the computer off. If you are on the computer, spend it reading stuff that's going to help you move in the direction you want to move, and less time on the salacious stories and rumors and this person's doing this and that person's doing this, they did this. I don't know if they did or not. I know there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm focused on do it now. What can I do today to keep this program rolling? What can I do today to take me to the destination I'm going to? You got to define that destination. So over time that may change. Good. Because the more you do and the more proof you have of what you're capable of, you may want to up the ante. Fine. Do it. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? It doesn't cost you any money to go walking. If you want to do the other programs, you can find a local Y. They're not that expensive. And it doesn't cost you anything to do the mental grooving, the affirmations while you're doing your fitness program. That's zero cost. What it does do is it teaches you to be able to focus. And in order to get anything done, you got to be able to focus. But the drug companies would rather you go see a psychiatrist, get some ADD medicine, and take those pills and use chemicals to try to help you focus. You don't need that crap. You can do it, but you got to practice it. You got to practice repetition. And that's what the key to success in anything is, repetition. I think they talked about Caitlin Clark. She won the, NBA Player of the Year, or whatever it was. And I remember watching somewhat of a short program on her where she every day has a certain type of practice that she goes through, shooting I don't know how many different basketballs over and over and over and over again from different positions on the court. But there's a method to her madness. So she's in a physical and mental groove. And yes, she has talent. But we talked about that. There's lots of people that have talent, but they never made it. And she has talent, but she put the talent to good use with her repetition over and over and over and over. It's great coaching and staying with it, and it's paid off for her great. I think we all agree that it's an inspiration whether you like basketball or not. So anyway, this weekend here in Indianapolis, they're having the women's basketball tournament, all-star tournament. And there are lots of people here in town, you know, that are sports enthusiasts, and they're going to be watching superstars, and all those people